Welcome to Astro SuperSport. Mark, it's really good to have you here on the show. Of course, first and foremost, congratulations to Leicester for the promotion and the first time trying. How important is it that Leicester got back up so quickly?
Yeah, I think it's very important. You see a lot of teams that come down, and statistically, it's very rare that teams do come straight back up. So that was our goal at the start of the season, and we've been able to achieve that and go up as champions as well, as even better.
I mean, looking at the stadium, the world-class training facilities as well that Leicester City has. But you left, you went on loan actually that season that they were relegated not too long ago. What happened in that season, and how did the downfall happen so quickly for Leicester? Because it was only about, what, 7 years ago or so that you guys won the Premier League title.
Yeah, I think it was a mixture of things. I think we got very complacent. We got obviously there's the title. They're too good to go down. We had a squad that was too good to go down, but anybody can get relegated. Obviously we've got West Ham behind us. West Ham got relegated a few years ago, and their side also was too good to go down. But it happens. Like, see, the Premier League is an unforgiving league, and we just got in a rut where we just couldn't get out of it, and all of a sudden you're chasing your tails and trying to pick up wins against sides that are very tough sides. Might not be the top six, but they're very tough sides, and when you're chasing it, it's very difficult.
Was there a shift in, I don't know, mentality, atmosphere, just the mood around the dressing room from that title-winning season, and every season seems to be harder and harder and harder for Leicester, when again, like you said, you've got top-class players in your side?
I think after we won the league, the expectation levels certainly rose, but obviously we went on to achieve a lot more after we won the league. Like the season following that, we struggled a little bit. We did well in Europe, but we struggled on a domestic front. I think we then went on to finish fifth, 2 successive seasons. We won the FA Cup, so the success has been there. But I don't think we've built on that. Like we should have built on that and should have gone on, and it just wasn't to be. And this is a reset for us, in my opinion. This is a reset for Leicester City Football Club. We've seen that the worst can happen and we can get relegated. So now we need to make sure that doesn't happen again. We need to stabilise ourselves as a Premier League side again.
What can they learn from those few last seasons where it was really tough as they go into promotion next season?
I think they can learn plenty. I think they can learn that, like I say, you're never too good to go down. I think we need to learn to win games in all different manners. There's not one way of winning a football match. I think we need to be very robust, as well as playing our nice football as well. So I think there's a number of things that we can learn from that.
Well, it was a 5,000 to 1 chance for Leicester City winning the Premier League title. It's been mentioned time and time again. Miracles like that, stories like that, do you think it will ever happen again in your lifetime? Especially now we are at the Etihad at the moment, we've seen the dominance and just how much more difficult Pep Guardiola's side has made it for anyone else really to have a grasp on the Premier League title.
I don't think there'll ever be odds of 5,000 to 1 again. I'd like to think that there will be another team that comes that's not one of the favourites and comes and surprises everyone. I would love to see that because... Maybe
Aston Villa, your former side as well.
I hope it's Aston Villa. If it's not Leicester, yeah, Aston Villa. But I think with obviously what Guardiola's done here, and obviously Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, these are top forces in not only in England but in Europe. So it's going to be very difficult, but we proved that we're more than capable. Somebody's more than capable of breaking through that. You just need that little bit of luck and things to go for you that year.
But it does seem to be getting harder and harder. The competitive balance across the table is not that even anymore. We've seen this season the 3 promoted sides were relegated in one of the lowest points tally as well. Well, it remains competitive, I would say, in the middle, but the top 3, top 2 remains consistently the same. The bottom 3, again, it's hard for teams to stabilise in the Premier League now.
It is, yeah. I think over recent years we've seen different teams have spells. Like obviously Liverpool, they went through a spell where they pushed City to the limit. Arsenal are in that situation now where they're pushing City all the way. So I think that's refreshing. It's nice to have 2 or 3 teams up there challenging rather than one team running away with it. But yeah, the rest of it, I think, obviously Villa breaking into the top 4 this year is massive, not only for for them, but for the Premier League as well. And it's great to see, and I hope to see more of it. Newcastle did it last year, and it's refreshing to see.
Well, I've been a bit of a negative Nancy for now. Let's talk about the good days then, that title-winning season. What was a pivotal moment in the squad where you thought, okay, we could actually win this thing?
I think there was a couple. I think the main one was probably here. When we came here and people were writing us off and people were saying, right, this is their ultimate test now, and it was a good City team, but we came here and we blew them away. We got a standing ovation off all ends of the ground, and it was an incredible experience to have been a part of that. So I think that was one, and I'd probably say the other one was actually a defeat against Arsenal. We lost to Arsenal. We got given a week off to go and refresh and clear our minds. We ended up we come back after that week off and we went and won 6 out of 7 games 1-0. And I think that what the manager did there in giving us the week off and letting us switch off for a bit was a stroke of genius.
Did you use that underdog status to your own benefit? Did you use that to drive all of you? The fact that nobody thought you could do it?
I think we did to start with. And then we got that momentum and built that momentum up. But I think towards the end we were very much, now we're in this situation, we can't let this situation slip because we may never be in this situation again. So it was important for us to make sure that we finished that job off, and we managed to do it.
Well, can I ask you one last question? It has nothing to do with Leicester at the moment, just about you specifically. Just a really fun question. If there was one player one Premier League player that you wish you'd played with, who would it be? Obviously, you might still have the opportunity.
Yes, yeah, maybe. I don't think so somehow when I come out with this name. But no, I think Erling Haaland would be my preferred player to play with. His presence in the box and the way I like to play football, it would be a dream for me to play with. You see his relationship with Kevin De Bruyne. That would have been incredible, but I had the next best thing in Jamie Vardy, so all's happy.
Well, it's a 5,000 to 1 chance of Leicester winning, maybe a 5,000 to 1 chance that could happen. A combination of Marco Brighton with Erling Haaland as well. Thanks so much, and thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on social media at Stadium Astro.